Hello, SQHawk here. Welcome to a new video where I will play Evil Detective, a solo role, a killer. And this game wasn't particularly interesting, but it featured something interesting, I guess. And you can already know what it's written in the title, so yeah. And you will see how this game will go according to that, and it's gonna be pretty interesting actually. So I claim support bell ringer. It is beyond sus. Honestly, games like that are hard to win. So sometimes it's just okay to be figured out as okay. It depends on how the game goes, but being sus, it's not necessarily the worst. So I kill randomly, and unfortunately there is a confusion werewolf, so I don't know who I killed, which I guess it doesn't impact me that much, but like to see the game more clearly, it's generally interesting to know whether you accidentally killed a werewolf or a cupid or something like that. And in setups like this, it's also pretty good to know whether the judge is dead, whether the bully is dead, stuff like that. So yeah, we have two people dead. I guess they are likely to be villagers. But the interesting thing about this game is what you can see in the chat, because 15 claims RIR. Okay, great, and 13 as well, saying 1, 16 are blue. 15 says 2 is village. So 13 and 15 are RIR. And what's interesting is that 14 claims late, saying that 13 is village team when they are being pushed. And also something interesting is that 1 says they are spirits here, right? But they forgot to check or whatever. Which I guess you can blame them on that. So that's, I say 13, 14 and 15 RIRs, but there's actually also 1 who is RIR but didn't check. So quite a weird game so far, right? Here I think I'm gonna kill the only violinist, because there's only 1 violinist claim. I think there was 2, but the other reclaimed or something like that. So I will kill 10, who is the only violinist. 9 got judged out of instinct, I think. 7 is the judge. And yeah, since I claim bell ringer, it's what you should do as a bell ringer. If you're a villager, you say outright who your bells are on, which is what I do. And I chose 13 and 15, who are both RIR claims, and I chose to say that 15 is real. So we have 10, I killed 10, and 10 were coupled with 14. And the wolves killed 13, who was a real RIR. And I proved 15 as real RIR, even though I don't know. Yeah. And 14 was an RIR claim, by the way. So 13 and 14 were RIR claims, and 13 was probably real, since they were killed by wolves. So we are in this interesting situation where 15 is RIR, and I kind of proved them, and they checked 1, the last RIR, and said they were village. So 1 would be real RIR as well. And 1 says that 8 and I are red. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very sus here. 8 asks to be judged, so I could have done that as well. And since I proved 15 myself, and 15 proved 1, and 1 says either 8 or I is bad, that's in a very good spot. And since I'm arcade, the wolves are gonna vote me anyway. And yes, that's how I easily get voted out. And yeah, we are gonna see how the rest of the game goes. And it's gonna be pretty interesting, since I'm not gonna keep the suspense or whatever. You saw it in the title. 1, 13, 14 and 15 are all RIRs, like real RIRs, no serpentists, no nothing like that. just all the RRVs were RIRs this game. So there isn't any like protection RRV or just any other RRV, it's just RIRs. When I'm RK and I kill and I can see the kill, or when I'm corruptor, etc., I ask for the people I kill for their roles, and 5 says they were witch, which is good, but actually now that the conjurer is dead, you will see that they will reclaim wolf. So 5 was a pretty bad kill, and this game will actually be won by village pretty easily from now on. Yep, 5 was Shadow Werewolf. And so yes, so to clear the question marks, 10 was indeed violinist. I guess it was a good kill since they were also coupled with 14, who was a gambler, a real gambler. And the 13 was a spirit seer. And 15 is indeed gambler, and 1 is indeed spirit seer, so yeah. That makes for a lot of info, and yeah, no wolf and no cupid, no etc. Claimed RIR this game. No shenanigans, actually. There was 4 RIR claims, and this never happens. All 4 claims were actually real, all village. And so we have 2 walls left. 11 is getting voted, and 8 was checked WW by 15. So 11 is getting voted. I don't remember why. I haven't read. But yeah, 8 is the last werewolf, and they will get found out. Sorry, they are already found out. Actually, there's I guess confusion. They are unsure. The village is unsure of whether 15 is fake or not. So to the village, if 15 is not confirmed, well, it's either 15 or 8, right? Because if 15 is real, then 8 is indeed werewolf. Yes, also 2 is witch, because 3 was actually bully. I forgot to clear that when talking about the question marks. 3 was bully, so that's why nobody is talking about rocks or anything. And 2 is witch, but they are not killing, which would have helped to clear up, or just would have ended the game, really, because 8 is the last werewolf. And 8, honestly, playing till the end, saying that if they were the last werewolf, they would give up, which is a thing I personally say quite a lot when I am indeed in a situation where I would be last werewolf and give up. But they do say that here, except that they are indeed the last werewolf, so that's an interesting play, because I think you shouldn't do that, because even if 15 gets lynched, 8 is not going to win, honestly. Yeah, because spoiler alert, 8 is wolves here, I think. Yeah, they are, so it's not like they're going to win anyway, with 2 being witch and 7 being judged, but judged, sorry, etc. It's unwinnable. And as you can see, there are some villages that are following the village, following 8, voting 15. But in the end, 8 ends up being voted correctly. And so that's where the interesting thing is. Yep, right here, as you can see, 1, 13, 14, and 15, all RIR. That's crazy odds for sure. And this game went actually well for village. I mean, with this much information, that's how you would guess it would go, right? But since none of them were proven at any time really, I guess it wasn't that obvious. So yeah, I think that's it for this game. It was just a game featuring something interesting, and that's why I wanted to share it. Not the best gameplay by me, you know, killing the Shadow Werewolf on the first night. Just unlucky. And yep, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. As always, subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and bye.